Imagine a World Cup so massive that it spans 3 countries, features more teams than ever before, fills stadiums with millions of fans, and generates billions of dollars across North America. Now imagine that this tournament isn't just another FIFA World Cup. It's the biggest sporting event humanity has ever attempted. When FIFA announced that the 2026 World Cup will be hosted by the United States, Canada, and Mexico, most people thought they understood what that meant. More games, more teams, more stadiums. But almost nobody realized just how enormous this tournament would become. Today, we're diving deep into why the FIFA World Cup 2026 is far bigger than anyone expected, how it will change football forever, and why this tournament could redefine global sports for generations. From the unprecedented expansion to 48 nations, to the billions being invested in infrastructure, to the revolutionary technologies fans will experience, and to the incredible stories that will emerge from every corner of the world. This is the complete story of the biggest World Cup ever created. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why 2026 isn't simply another World Cup. It's the beginning of a completely new era. Chapter 1. A tournament unlike anything before. For nearly a century, the FIFA World Cup followed a familiar formula. The world's best nations would gather. A select number of teams would compete. One champion would lift the trophy. But 2026 changes everything. For the first time in history, 48 teams will participate. That means more countries, more matches, more fans, more drama, more surprises. The jump from 32 teams to 48 may not sound huge at first, but the consequences are enormous. Entire continents suddenly have greater opportunities to qualify. Nations that previously had almost no chance now dream realistically of reaching football's biggest stage. Millions of fans who once watched from home may finally see their countries represented. This expansion transforms the World Cup from an elite competition into a truly global celebration. And that's only the beginning. Chapter 2. 3 nations, 1 World Cup. Never before has a World Cup been hosted on this scale. The United States, Canada, Mexico, 3 countries, thousands of kilometers apart, dozens of cities, millions of travelers. The logistics alone are staggering. Fans may watch a match in Mexico City one week and travel to New York the next. Teams could experience multiple climates, time zones, and travel conditions. The tournament effectively becomes a continent-wide event. Instead of one host nation, an entire region becomes the host. This creates a unique atmosphere unlike any World Cup in history. Every city brings its own culture. Every stadium offers a different experience. Every match feels like part of a giant international festival. The result is a sporting spectacle on a scale never seen before. Chapter 3. The numbers are mind-blowing. To understand how large this event is, let's examine the numbers. 104 matches, 48 national teams, 16 host cities, 3 countries, millions of visitors, billions of viewers. The tournament will be significantly larger than Qatar 2022. More tickets, more broadcasts, more content, more economic activity, more attention. Every statistic associated with the World Cup is reaching unprecedented levels. And because football continues to grow globally, the audience is expected to be larger than ever. The World Cup is already the most watched sporting event on Earth. 2026 could push those records even further. Chapter 4. More teams means more dreams. One of the biggest changes coming to the 2026 FIFA World Cup is the expansion to 48 teams. At first glance, many fans saw this as a simple increase in numbers. But the reality is much deeper. For decades, qualifying for the World Cup was one of the hardest achievements in football. Many talented nations repeatedly missed out despite producing incredible players and memorable performances. Entire generations of fans grew up without ever seeing their country compete on football's biggest stage. Now everything is changing. The new format gives more nations a realistic path to qualification. Countries that once viewed the World Cup as an impossible dream are suddenly within reach. Across Africa, Asia, North America, Oceania, and even parts of Europe and South America, hope has exploded. Football federations are investing more. Governments are paying attention. Young players are dreaming bigger. Because for the first time, qualification feels possible. And when a nation believes it has a chance, everything changes. Youth academies improve. Local leagues receive more support. Infrastructure develops. Fan interest grows. The impact extends far beyond the tournament itself. This expansion could help grow football in regions that have traditionally been underrepresented on the global stage. The World Cup is no longer just for the traditional giants. It's becoming a truly global event. Chapter 5: The Economic Giant. The World Cup isn't only about football. It's also one of the largest economic events on the planet. Every match creates activity. Hotels fill up. Restaurants become crowded. Transportation systems operate at maximum capacity. Merchandise sales surge. Tourism reaches extraordinary levels. For 2026, experts expect economic activity worth billions of dollars. The tournament will generate revenue from ticket sales, broadcasting rights, sponsorships, tourism, hospitality, merchandise, transportation, advertising. Major corporations from around the world are competing for visibility during the tournament. Why? Because billions of people will be watching. Few events offer access to such a massive audience. For businesses, the World Cup represents a unique opportunity. For host cities, it provides global exposure. For local economies, it creates enormous activity. And because the tournament spans 3 countries, those benefits are distributed across an entire continent. The scale is unlike anything football has seen before. Chapter 6: Stadiums Built for Spectacle. The stadiums selected for the 2026 World Cup are among the most impressive sports venues ever constructed. Many were originally designed for American football. That means enormous capacities, massive screens, advanced technology, luxury facilities, state-of-the-art infrastructure. Some stadiums can accommodate more than 70,000 spectators. Others push even higher. These venues are built for giant events. And the World Cup is exactly that. Fans attending matches won't simply watch football. They'll experience a full entertainment spectacle. From advanced lighting systems to immersive digital displays, the atmosphere promises to be extraordinary. Every host city wants to showcase itself to the world. Every stadium wants to create unforgettable memories. And every match becomes an opportunity to demonstrate what modern sports entertainment can achieve. Chapter 7: The Technology Revolution. Football in 2026 will look very different from football in previous decades. Technology is becoming increasingly important. Fans now expect more than a simple broadcast. They want multiple camera angles, instant statistique, real-time analysis, interactive experiences, advanced graphics. Artificial intelligence is beginning to transform sports coverage. Data analysis is becoming more sophisticated. Teams use technology to evaluate opponents. Broadcasters use technology to explain tactics. Fans use technology to follow every detail of the game. The 2026 World Cup may become the most technologically advanced football tournament ever. Imagine watching a match with real-time player tracking, instant tactical breakdown, detailed performance metrics, enhanced viewing options, personalized content. The fan experience continues to evolve. In 2026 could represent a major step forward. Chapter 8: The Pressure on the Giants. Whenever the World Cup arrives, expectations fall heavily on football's biggest nations. Brazil, Germany, Argentina, France, England, Spain, Italy, Portugal. The pressure is enormous. Fans expect success. Media scrutiny intensifies. Every decision becomes headline news. Every mistake is analyzed. Every performance is judged. But in a larger tournament, the risks increase. More teams create more unpredictability. More matches create more opportunities for surprises. More nations mean more ambitious underdogs. History has shown that World Cups rarely follow expectations. Favorites struggle. Unknown players become stars. Underdogs shock the world. Legends are created. And heartbreak is never far away. The expanded format could create even more opportunities for unexpected stories, which means the Giants may face challenges they never anticipated. Chapter 9. The Rise of New Football Nations. Football's center of gravity is changing. For decades, a small group of countries dominated the sport. But today, talent is emerging everywhere. African football continues to grow. Asian football continues to improve. North American football continues to develop. Nations that once struggled to compete internationally are becoming increasingly competitive. Young players now have access to better coaching, better facilities, better competition, better opportunities. The result is a more balanced global football landscape. The World Cup expansion reflects this reality. FIFA recognizes that football is no longer concentrated in a handful of countries. The game belongs to the world. And 2026 may provide the perfect stage for new powers to emerge. Perhaps a nation making its first appearance will shock everyone. Perhaps a traditional outsider will reach the later stages. Perhaps a future football powerhouse will announce itself to the world. History suggests that surprises are inevitable. Chapter 10. A tournament that never sleeps. One fascinating aspect of the 2026 World Cup is its scale across multiple time zones. The tournament will stretch across vast distances. Matches will occur in different regions. Fans around the globe will follow games at different hours. Social media discussions will continue around the clock. News coverage will never stop. Highlights will spread instantly. Reactions will travel worldwide within seconds. Football has become a truly global conversation. And during the World Cup, that conversation reaches unprecedented intensity. For several weeks, the tournament becomes the center of global attention. People who rarely watch football suddenly become invested. Casual fans join dedicated supporters.